Holy shit. Seems like some of you out here need a good speaking to. PVE servers? Please. Some of you can't even handle PVE. Let me elaborate, because boys, your mother told me what you did, and we need to talk about it right now.
Some of you, caveat, not all of you, but I'm willing to bet a significant percentage of you have written a Spectrum post, a comment, or something on YouTube or Reddit whining about my griefers. But the problem is you have no idea what the fuck you're even talking about. Don't get me wrong, they exist. I'm a murder hobo. Most of my friends are, and I too have rivalries with even more douchebaggy murder hobo groups. But wait. The problem is I forgot something. Some of you are actually retarded. I'm serious. You're lazy, you're dumb, you're bad at the game, and you were never too bright anyway. What I'm saying is, you're molecularly stupid. You're retarded on a cell deep level. Oh no? Okay. Let's see if that's true or not, shall we? I've prepared a simple litmus test for you. How do you know if a griefer is a player or an NPC? Riddle me that. You know what? Have 5 seconds to think about it. Okay. So if you can answer me properly, then congratulations. You're not completely retarded. But if you couldn't conjure up an even cogent response, then you're a fucking moron. You're not equipped with enough game knowledge to even be saying anything apart from, I'm a dumb fuck idiot who doesn't know shit. So what's the answer, genius? Come on. Well, player names can't have spaces in them, but you can have spaces in player ship names, which can make things a little bit confusing. Players will often have an underscore, or an allowable character, to separate out their name, but if Jeffrey Epstein suddenly appeared on your ass, out in the middle of deep space and started industriously reaming you, some of you, and don't fucking lie to me, some of you would go, oh, that's an edgy 14-year-old griffing me with a troll name. But guess what, sunshine? Jeffrey Epstein is a goddamned fucking NPC. Not anymore, actually. They removed mention of him and another unfortunate NPC name in a recent patch, but he did exist. So while you're fucking pushing your kids away from the Kool-Aid on your desk and your wife is screaming at you from the fucking recesses of your utility room about not putting the fucking tumble dryer on spin, you're screaming over your shitty little industrial org Discord, I'm getting griefed by some dipshit, and your tragically lame ass is fumbling at the fucking keyboard while your adrenals pack the fuck out and your nuts retreat into your fupa. Yeah, you're not ready for PVE servers either, bozo. You're just fucking bad at the game. No, Ark, come on, man, they rammed me. They ram us too. Here, have proof. We got rammed by NPCs as well. We had millions of RMC on this reclaimer, and fucking bang cunt. But you know what? Because we're not cell deep stupid, we knew it was NPCs. But oh my god, I've heard some of you guys fucking wet your little wife's panties. I've heard some of you guys wet your fucking little wife's panties when a red target appears. And I've seen you careening around like fucking beach dolphins looking for the enemy, losing your absolute shit in the process of it all. It's a fucking NPC. But oh my god, it must be a griefer. They found us, guys. Nope. How many times have you guys fucking combat logged out of a hostile NPC interaction? How many? I'm willing to bet the statistics higher than we fucking really want to admit to. You know, they can do that anywhere the fuck they want, right? You know that, right? You could be sitting there deep in space and they'll be fucking on your ass. They'll just spawn out of nowhere. Even javelins have been known to do that. You know that, right? It's been reported. It's been seen. I've seen it. It's been on my stream. NPCs even quantum jump in front of you. They travel. I've seen it. They harass you at planetary points of interest, and I've played with a lot of people, and a lot of newbies too that have got into the game, and oh my fucking god, the jump to conclusions people have. Player on me, player on me. Don't worry, it's an NPC. Really? Yeah, it's an NPC. I've seen absolute goofballs in global chat lose their minds over being killed by NPCs at places like Shubin, SED1, and Daymar, for example. And this fucking retard is caps locking, "Why did you kill my ship?" And I'm asking them, "Are you in an armistice zone?" And they're like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Did they ram you?" And they're like, "No." I'm like, "Did they shoot you?" "Yeah." And I've explained to them that players can't shoot you in armistice zones. NPCs can. Players can't. You know what that's called? A late-term abortion on a fucking crybaby Reddit post. That's what that's called. You're welcome.
In fact, NPCs just recently became much harder to wrestle with than in previous years. With improved server tick rates and new flight behaviors that CIG has assumed from player flight data. I remember when it happened and we were dumbfounded at the new flight expression by them. I at first myself couldn't believe that they weren't players, and at the time, targeting was all skew whiff, so it was a hard guess even for me. We eventually realized that CIG had upgraded their behaviors, and since then NPCs have been significantly harder to fight, and dare I say even in some cases have raided parts of my ship when fighting them in groups. Between new flight behaviors and stable server tick rates, approximating 30 FPS, they're an actual credible threat now at times. In fact, I'm certain CIG can amp them up anytime they want to crazy difficulty levels, because I've had fights with some of the new NPCs at the dawn of their new behavior expressions that were harder than a significant amount of players I've encountered. At first when I heard CIG wanted to do this, I was skeptical and I thought they were joking. But now I can actually see they really can do this. So if you, like I see a lot of you doing, go out into the verse undergeared, underprepped for any combat, running around in your sperm suits with stock ships and no stealth components, or even any personal drive to fight or resist, what good is it soliciting important resources away from CIG's incredibly overdue project going to achieve when you're going to have to adapt to proficient NPCs that are already sometimes a challenge to fairly proficient combat pilots like me and my boys? You are required to practice, or hire someone who has practiced and let CIG make their damn game. Now, we have FPS modes and flight modes for practicing ground and flight combat. I think, in fairness of things, a mining or salvaging mode in Arena Commander is acceptable to hone and practice industrial skills, especially if the greatest griefer of them all, CIG, has issues on the PU. At these times, quite frequently, you'll see the combat modes in AC populate. So I don't really have an issue with an industrial game loops for absolutely no profit to the PU, but I only feel this way because of a sense of fairness. So all in all, those are my thoughts about PVE servers. I don't think this idea should be entertained. I believe a lot of people calling for this will struggle with PVE as well. Pull up your socks, boys. Back to school.
Yes, I got him! Woo! Finally.